If you landed on this video, it's probably because you searched about Cayenne door problems. In this brief video, we're covering 3 reasons why your Cayenne door needs to be pushed into open, or why it's giving you issues and is not cooperating at all. And we're sharing guides and information on how to fix all 3 reasons. Let's hop in. Your Cayenne door can be struggling to open because of a bad lock actuator, a stretched or damaged internal door handle cable, or a miscalibrated external door handle cable. The most common reason for door opening issues is the door lock actuator. Door lock actuator failure manifests itself as the door needing to be pushed into open after you lock and unlock it, or a complete refusal to open. The door lock actuator actually has 2 main halves, one mechanical and one electrical, that can fail, which is why you see different videos for different fixes. If your door needs to be pushed into open after unlocking, the mechanical half of the lock actuator is responsible. Here, a gentleman made a perfect walkthrough and explanation of the inner workings of the mechanical half of the door lock actuator, and explains how you can file down a piece of plastic and restore its function. Check it out if you want a guide on how to fix the lock actuator once you have it out. The other half that can fail is the electrical half. Those are the other videos that you see on how to fix the Cayenne doors. That looks like the door completely refusing to unlock or lock when you tell it to, or intermittent failure to lock or unlock, weak clicking sounds, even when the battery is full. These things happen commonly due to electrical contacts becoming weak and brittle, or less commonly due to the actual electronics wearing out. The contacts can be restored, and here's a great video on how to do this once you have the door lock actuator out. Due to a variety of issues that can happen with the door lock actuator, and because the door lock actuators are getting old as a whole, I personally recommend replacing the whole lock actuator while you're in there, because all the parts wear, it takes a good amount of effort to get it out, and you might fix the contacts only to have to fix the mechanical portion a year later. The full guide on replacing the door lock actuator is available on my channel and is linked in the description. The second reason for door problems is a stretched or miscalibrated external handle cable. The external handle is a simple lever inside the door that has notches, and there's a cable leading from the lock actuator that clicks into these notches. When you pull the door via the handle pulls on the cable. The cable pulls on a metallic arm on the door lock actuator, and the arm moves a mechanism inside the lock actuator. If the cable loosens, which can happen over time from use, then it's not tight enough to release the door. In that case, there won't be enough tension for the cable to pull the arm, and the arm won't move the mechanism, and the mechanism won't open the door. If a stretched cable is the cause, then symptom-wise the door will still be openable from the inside, because the lock actuator and the inner door handle work. Linked under this chapter in the description is a guide on how to adjust the cable. We just covered a loose cable, but to be thorough, let's discuss a tight cable. In the case that the cable to the external handle is too tight, and you put it on notches that make the cable too tight, it won't let the mechanism on the door lock actuator reset, and the door might not open at all, neither from the inside or outside, because the lock mechanism didn't get to reset itself. This will look like a door refusing to open both from the inside and outside. In this case, see this video. It goes in detail on how to pry open the door a bit to look at a stretched cable and get the door open. Reason number 3 why your door won't open: a stretched internal handle cable. The inner handle is simply a plastic piece that moves inside the door card. Between the lock actuator mechanism and this plastic handle is a metal cable that runs between the mechanism and the handle, and it looks like this. It notches into place and gets pulled by the handle to yank on the lock mechanism. If this cable gets stretched, it can't exert enough force on the mechanism to actuate it. Symptoms look like an external door handle that works, but an inner one that doesn't. Cable failure can also look like a floppy handle inside. It can also sound like a cable snapping and then no resistance on the handle. If this happens to you, then see this video on how to remove the door carrier unit and get access to the cable. You will then be able to replace it. It goes without saying that there can be other issues, like a broken inner or outer plastic handle, but those mechanisms are so robust and unlikely to fail that we'll briefly mention them here and say that they're very unlikely causes, and that we have listed the most probable causes. If the listed issues aren't the reasons why, then follow the door unit carrier video to remove the door unit carrier, and it will be very visible what other issues are. In this video, we covered 3 reasons why your Cayenne door needs to be pushed into open, or why it's giving you issues and is not cooperating at all. And we have shared guides and information on how to fix all 3 reasons.